Hello, family. Sorry, I'm still trying to get this camera right, making sure I got it right. I hope I do, family. I just um trying to make sure you could see both sides because today I'm doing the setup a little different so I can see you guys' comments and you can see me. And hey sis, how you doing? And y'all will be able to see your comments on the side. So I'm trying out StreamYard a little different, family, today, where you guys can see me and you can see me pulling the cards. Okay. So yeah. I know it's blinking in and out with this camera, so I hope it don't cut up too much today in the way that I have it, because I have like my charger set up to it. So I hope that you guys can see me well and hear me well. Can you hear me well, Jeanette? Let me know. And since it's flying by my window, since you first one in here, let me know if you can hear me well, because then if so, I'll get started. Hey, Eldra. Let me know if y'all can hear me good. The way I have it set up. Okay, good. Wonderful. That's perfect. Okay. Okay, good. So yes, family, you love this setup too? Yeah, I'm trying different things, new things, so you guys can see me with the cards and then you can see my face. And I'm in my spiritual space too. Hence why I have my notepad and stuff, right? Because I be, writing down the information on the different people I have to pull. So today, family, we're doing true crime cases, right? So I had two of them that I really wanted to do today, but the whole thing of the matter was it looks like they've been located, which is a positive thing. You know what I'm saying? So um two of them have been located, but I still have one case that I want to do. So I'm gonna start out with that one case, and I looked it up and she's still missing. So we'll get started with that. But I wanted to first just start out by saying, welcome. I hope you guys have been doing good today, and staying out the way, okay? Because it's a lot going on right now, family, in the collective, in the world, right? All the way around. But that planetary alignment that I told you guys about is the planetary alignment that I told you guys about is really not a good time to be out, moving around, doing a lot. Mars square Uranus. Yeah, been in the bed all day. Me too. I just got up because I knew I wanted to do these readings, for the true crime cases that I need to do because I'm on a schedule now. Hey, Tiffany. So yes, family. So that is why I decided to do the setup like this today for my spiritual space, so you guys can see me and me pulling the cards. Okay. Hopefully it'll stop blinking out like that. I don't know why it's doing that. Hopefully that's not on my side. It looks like it's doing it on both sides. So I don't know if that's you at work, my energy is draining. Yeah, it's because of the planetary alignment. It's everybody feels like that. I've been in the bed all day too. Um, so let's go ahead and get started. Yeah, let's get started with these cases so I can go ahead and get that done and I can go cleanse because I'm sure I'm gonna have to. Okay. So the first person I wanted to start with, family, that I had, somebody had sent me her case, and it's in my book in reference of doing her. So I did check, and she's still missing. Her name is Joynell, and I'm gonna put it in the thing so it'll be on here. Hold on, Joynell. Wait a minute. Her name is Joynell Brandon. I was sent this by someone. This is show on the stage. Okay. So this is who I didn't see what she said. They are protesting here heavy in Chicago. I know. That's why I was telling people. Remember, I gave y'all the warning, right? I posted it on High Priestess Key and I posted it here. But anyway, so be careful, right? Hey, Sharon. So this case right here that I'm starting out today, family, and if you guys have any cases that you want me to do, I'll probably try to pick up 2 or 3 more cases after I finish this one. and try to utilize my energy today to put it out there for the good, for the humanity, for the positive, right? To help someone. You know, I do these true crime cases in reference of the families that are still looking for answers and to just help, right? So you can find the different true crime cases on the channel here, and some of them have been moved off the channel just to Patreon, but I still have a lot up that I've just been trying to flush back over here as well. And then, of course, true crime with celebrities and all that kind of stuff. But anyways, so today, her name is Joynell Brandon that I have listed here, right, on the screen. She's 43, family. And the article said that this was Pine Bluff, Arkansas. And she's been missing since May 13th, 2025. They said the street that she was last seen on was University Avenue. Not sure because I don't know of the area. I don't know of this person. All I can do is just ask the ancestors to step in and speak through the cards and allow us to get some type of information, you know, so the family, if they ever see this, if they don't, you know, maybe this will come across somebody, right? But they say she's in an altered mental state because she's without meds. That was in the article. So I will say that. All right. And that's pretty much all I had written in reference of her. So we'll just go ahead and jump in and get right to her reading. Okay. Let me put my notepad over there. Okay, family. Hopefully you guys can see the cards well. The way I have it set up, you can see the cards and you can see me. Of course, you guys know we're using the truth in the words. I hope I'm doing that right so you can see it right. And we're going to use those decks, which is the Whispers of the Unsolved, and I'll pull tarot at the end. All right. So the normal setup, the normal layout. But just now you can see me and you can see the cards, right? And you can see your comments. Okay. So thanks to StreamYard, we got to use all these features. Okay. All right, family. So let's get to it. Let's shuffle up a little bit and then let's bring in that energy and let's see what the ancestors can tell us about Miss Joynell Brandon. Okay. I hope all of you guys are doing well out there, and like I said earlier, being safe. All right. So let's get to it, family. You hear that? You hear that? It's like an emergency situation. Joynell Brandon. What happened to Joynell Brandon? Ancestors, speak through the cards today and let us know. Show me. Through the divination of the cards, ancestors, clear and concise of what happened to Joynell Brandon. Where is she located, ancestors? Show me. Joynell Brandon. Please speak through the cards and let us know what happened to Joynell Brandon. Okay. So we got set up. All right, hold on. Let me see if I can get these cards right, family, because I got the charger light right here. So it'll stay plugged up. Okay. Can y'all see the spread? I hope y'all can see the spread. All right. So and we got confirmation already. Ancestors said she's being harmed. This was basically a setup, is what the ancestors is showing. Do you see that on the bottom of the deck? So the spread is the first card out is harmed. Okay. So it looks like that Joynell has been harmed in some way. This is with somebody that she had a faded relationship with. I don't know, because they were saying that she okay, good. They were saying that she got dropped off by somebody. And whoever that person was, they've been questioned already by the police. But the answers is definitely saying the harm, and then we have confirmation, clarification, right? Yes, she has been harmed. Um, People are praying, okay, and she was also praying against the situation of when it happened, okay, because there's prayer here, okay. So the answers is saying there is some type of energy here in reference of prayer, praying. Maybe that was something that was done, whenever she did have this situation happen to her. But it is showing a faded relationship and abandon is the nature. So maybe they abandoned her, or she tried to abandon this situation, but it was a faded relationship. And then we have nature. She could also be out in nature, located in nature somewhere. Sorry for hitting the camera, family. Sorry. So Answers is kind of letting us know this is the setup of this situation, that yes, this young lady has been harmed in some type of way. Answers is saying that is the nature. Now, I don't know if it's been that this person that she was in a faded relationship has abandoned her somewhere out in nature, is what the Answers is also saying. But has she been harmed? Yes, the Answers is giving us confirmation here in the spread. Let's keep going. Clarity, ancestors. Give us clarity. Ugh, I'm gonna have to unplug this because I can't shuffle my cards and get around this charger. But I didn't want the charger to not be charged up and it go out, the phone. All right, because I know I want to do a few cases today. All right, clear and concise answers of what happened to Joynell Brandon. Joynell Brandon. Clear and concise messages, ancestors, of what happened to Miss Joynell Brandon. Speak to us, ancestors. Clear and concise. Clear and concise ancestors of what happened to Joynell Brandon, please. Separation. So I don't know if she was separated from someone. Okay, so we got the tower there. Reunite. Okay, yeah. Thank you, ancestors. Ashe. Okay, so look at how that spread came out. Y'all see that? Okay, so this was the tower moment, right? So this is what's showing. Ancestors saying this was a tower moment, that when she got harmed, this was unexpected, basically. So the whole thing of the matter is, I can see it from here. Okay, I'm getting used to this. Okay, where I can look into the camera from here. Okay, and I gotta turn and look, so I see it now. Okay, but I just gotta get used to holding it a certain way. Yeah. So what I'm seeing here, family, what it's looking like though, is like whoever she was with, yes, it was a situation that came down unexpected on her. Whoever this was, it was like some type of separation. It might have been a breakup with whoever she was with, or whoever she might have been dating, because I have sex and confirmation. So this lets me know. See the sex that came out on the yes. This is confirmation right here. So the answer say is confirmation that she had sex with this person. This is somebody that she was in a relationship with, or may have had a past relationship with, and she may have met up with this person or something of that sort. But you see how this sex is here, and it's the same energy as the harm. So this person is somebody that she was intimate with. You see what I'm saying? And we got confirmation of that. Now, they did tell us in the article that she has some type of mental health issue, and here's the mental health. And Sister said this is another energy that comes out around, being very special, in reference of her mind, and that could have been why we have this prayer as well, because the answers is saying, not only was she praying throughout the situation, especially in reference of when they said she didn't have her medication and things like that she takes. I don't know if she was like bipolar or had some type, but I do know she had some type of mental health situation going on. And another thing ancestors is saying to me, and remember, this reading is allegedly all for entertainment purposes only. But the other thing that ancestors just said to me, this prayer, right, that we see here about prayer changes things and so forth. But somebody prayed on her, like PREY. is what the ancestors just brought to my mind in reference of her mental health. You see? And it's, look, she has this sex and harm. Now, the other piece that's here, this person could be in some type of government position that she had a fated relationship with, that she may have been around. This person could be connected to the police, could be connected to a government job. You know, it could be anything when we see this government, but whoever this is connected to the fated relationship that we have here, because it came out to clarify it. Okay? And it's somebody she know, because reunite, as you all know, if you've been rocking with me for a while, you know to read my cards. Somebody abandoned her, right? Whoever she had this fated relationship with. But this is somebody she reunited with, and they wind up having some type of sexual situation, and something happened. Okay, and it was a tower moment. Ancestor said this is the nature. The nature of it is somebody was trying to give her back karma. Okay, so this is the nature, and they may have even put her out in nature. She may be in some woods, she may be in some type of, you know, wooded area, nature, right? This could be out in water, this could be out in the woods, this could be anywhere that nature is involved, because that's the karma that they were trying to give to her. But she reunited. So that means she came back together with someone that she had been separated away from. You see that? The separation on the bottom of the deck. So that let me know whoever this was, and the separation was the tower moment. Like maybe she broke up with this person. I don't know, because I don't know her. But I'm just going by what the ancestors is throwing out. The tower moment is connected to the separation. So, and it's also connected to the government, which is the same energy. So during this whole segment of her reuniting with this person, which lets me know maybe she yeah, there's a deal. I don't know what a deal means, right? Underneath that separation, either neither here nor there. But what I do feel is that with that reunite, and it's the same energy as the mental health, she was this person knew of her conditions as well. This person knew of her conditions, so they weren't, it wasn't like they wasn't fond of what was going on with her mentally also, or where her mental well-being was at the time. That it looks like this person you know, pulled on her heartstrings, played with her in reference of something coming up and happening. And then, you know, the tower moment is here. So that tower moment also lets me know this is when this harm happened, right? And so with the tower moment in the harm, that lets me know, you know, yes, it was something that they did. You know, it was an unexpected situation, a change. This could have been something that they may have done to her. Maybe all of a sudden, you know, during this whole situation of where she may have been with this person, confirmation, right? Sex wise, it may have messed with her mental health in some way because they had a fated relationship. You see? That's so sad, man. I don't even know if I need to really clarify anymore. I mean, I can pull some out of the other deck, but Ancestors pretty much gave us direct. I can pull and clarify on the harmed in the tower, the harmed in the tower, right? Just to see what the ancestors say of what went down in that tower moment in reference of her being harmed. Okay, so let's see. Ancestors show us in reference of Joynell Brandon. Why is the tower moment here with the harm? The crow, the death. That was the death. Look on the bottom, revenge. So in this tower moment, they did give her revenge. You see that? On the bottom of the deck is the revenge. And look at the revenge, the same as the sex and the harm. So they may have sexually assaulted her during this time of this whole situation breaking out with the tower moment, because what came out to clarify the tower moment and the harm is the crow. And we know the crow comes out with death, right? It's a warning. But majority of the time, the warning is in reference of something that comes with the crow, which is danger. Okay. Yes, be mindful. Hey, Fatima. So, yeah. I mean, it doesn't look good. This spread doesn't look good, family. Especially with somebody who's on the bottom of the deck, we have karma and we have revenge in her spread. I don't like to see revenge and karma and then ancestors saying that's the nature. and she's out in nature where somebody abandoned her that she reunited with. Answers already gave us the confirmation here. It's somebody that she know. This is somebody she had a fated relationship with, and they wanted revenge. Let's see what's on there. And they alive too and aware. Allegedly all for entertainment purposes only. I'm just gonna pull some from the Whispers of the Unsolved, and then we can move on to another. Yeah, we can move on to another case, family. But this is sad. But this definitely is somebody that she knows that has done some type of harm to Miss Joynell. I'll just ask the cards and see what we can find out about where is she? Is she still alive? Now, I do have a live that came up. I don't know if that's for the person or for her. See, I got Democrat, and then we have that government that's over here too, family. I don't know if this person is a part of the government in some shape, form, or fashion, okay? Because the Democrat came out. Let me see if I can show y'all. See it? And we had the government to come out here on the fated relationship. So this could be somebody in the government, and then I have paid off or blackmail. So I don't know if she was blackmailing somebody or I don't know if she was blackmailing somebody or somebody was paid off in reference of this. Ancestors said it's more to go down the rabbit hole with on this situation. Ancestors clarify this whole situation with the fated relationship. There's evidence, ancestors said, okay? So there's definitely evidence in reference of some type of fated relationship that she's had, okay? Secret weapon on the bottom of the deck. I hope you guys can see that clear. Joynell Brandon, is she still alive, ancestors? Psyops. No, here's the murder, okay, which is the secret. Hopefully you guys can see it, but if you can't, here it is, right? But here's the murder, okay? So it looks like Miss Joynell is not still living, but here's the secret, is that this is some type of mind situation or mental situation or mind games that they played with her, which would go back to the mental health. Like I said, somebody was preying on her, not just prayer. Ancestors gave me PREY, like a prey, like somebody preying on you, like they wanted to get revenge, they wanted to get the karma, you know, for whatever they felt that you may have done. This was like some type of get back, and she might have been like, you know, somebody that she was dealing with, intimate with before. And she might have reunited with them, didn't think that they was going to do her no harm, and boom, out the, you know, it just came out because it's the first card out was the Tower. This was the first card. Well, no, the harmed, and then to clarify harm was the Tower. You see? So, I mean, I can pull a little bit more just to see what the ancestors tell us. Ancestors, any more information you can give us in reference of Joynell Brandon? She was doing some type of party and communication with this person, or she may have linked up with this person at some type of celebration or some type of party, because I have the communication here. So they may need to check her phone records, some type of phone communication that they need to check, and they could have been like a link up with them at a party or a celebration of some sort, is what the ancestors are saying. Joynell Brandon, ancestors, where's Joynell Brandon? Yeah, abuse, natural cause. So something happened natural. Well, it wasn't natural, but it was like a domino effect, right? When I get this card, and what that means is like something out of the blue, right? That made a current situation just go into stuff that, you know, was this. Look, abuse and neglect. So this wasn't good all the way around. See what I'm saying? This wasn't good all the way around. Looks like this person will get caught though, because underneath of natural causes, I got caught. It looks like they could get caught because of some type of surveillance. Underneath of surveillance is money. And look what we have. Law enforcement. I told you, because this came out. So I don't know if she knows if she was going with somebody who was in some type of law enforcement. Because remember, we talked about that, and then that was the fated relationship, but also it had a Democrat that came out with that. So I'm gonna leave that there. Everything here is allegedly all for entertainment purposes only, but this did come out in reference of somebody being caught on the surveillance camera. but it's some secrets behind this situation. Some type of backstabber. All right. Outcome message for Miss Joynell Brandon. What should be found, or what's the last messages you want us to know about Miss Joynell Brandon and sisters? Miss Joynell Brandon, what is it that you want us to know in reference of her case? The Five of Wands. Yeah, she got into it with somebody. This is definitely a conflict card, right? So she definitely got into it with somebody. I feel like this was something in reference of some money for real, because whoever this was, this is the Knight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. It's like they may have, like, I don't know why Ancestors is kind of saying they may have, like, not, I don't know how to say it, like, coerced. They may have, like, sorry, family. They may have, like, coerced her to come in because of the money. You see what I'm saying? They may, because look at how on this card right here with the Knight of Pentacles, he's got his hand held out, like, to give the money, but it's like it's some games being played. Remember, the money card came out up here too. See it? So, and there was major conflict. She may have had conflict with more than one person as well. Okay. 11 the double screen. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying something new. So yeah, family, clarity on this Five of Wands of who Miss Joynell Brandon had, all this conflict and chaos. Okay, boom. The Page of Pentacles, that's in the King of Pentacles. So it was a money thing. This was something behind some type of opportunity that maybe she thought that she was going to make some money behind. Here's the Page of Pentacles. Now, the Page is also someone younger as well. Okay, but the Page of Pentacles is about an opportunity. It could have been something, it's something about some money. And I hope it doesn't go back in reference of no type, because remember we had this come out, but I don't have it, everything here is allegedly all for entertainment purposes only, right? And see, the Wands is definitely a sexual card as well, with some conflict. So this is what I have for Miss Joynell Brandon. Hopefully she is found. Yes, everything is definitely allegedly, and it is running on the bottom of the screen as well. Okay, this is all non-factual. These are spiritual readings for true crime. It's not proven until it is proven. So nothing here is, I have to say, for entertainment purposes only. This is all non-factual. But the ancestors will deliver the message. And, I have no way of changing anything that comes out in these spreads. All right. Probably said, let's hang out. Like, it's just going to be a nice little fun outing. Yeah. But it's some type of money aspect to it. You see? It's some type of money aspect to it. Because the Page of Pentacles, when I ask the outcome energy, it's the Page of Pentacles, the Five of Wands. That's like an opportunity with conflict behind it. You see what I'm saying? And somebody either very immature, with it being a page, or either a younger person. You see? So I don't know. And then I have the party and the celebration and all of that, and being paid off here, and some evidence of that too. So I don't know. It looks like, it could have been some things going on, with them partying with somebody. But she was, they were playing mind games, because the psyops is mind games. See, there was some secrets and some things going on. See, the abuse. This goes back to the sexual abuse. See? And ancestors already gave us confirmation on the sexual situation. Yes. But it definitely is this. Okay. So that's what I have for Miss Joynell. Unfortunately, I hope that she is found alive and well. Okay. That's how we always have to keep praying, right? And everything is allegedly. All right. So, family, anybody else got some cases I'm willing to look at? I'll do at least maybe 2 more cases right? Because the other case that I was going to do, family, the person has been found. The little boy, he was out of Detroit. I think Miss Linda gave me his case. And Miss Linda, if you come on here, he's been found. If she come on here later, she sent me that one. And I looked them. I always look up the cases prior to me coming on and doing the cases live for y'all. The ones that I have, family, because I like to ask the ancestors, you know, if it's okay if I tap into that energy. Sometimes doing them live, we don't know what we're getting into, you know. You really have to be careful out here. Yes, you do, Sharon. You do. You really got to be careful out here. That's, girl, please. And see, the ancestors say, with this card right here, nature. They need to check, like, wherever that street was that they said that they found her. I mean, she was last seen. They need to check around there somewhere in like nature, like trees, somewhere is like, you know, like that is what the ancestors is saying, in reference of where she could be found. And I would have to do more meditation over her in reference of going a little bit deeper. But family, I'll be trying to conserve my little bit of energy because, you know, I just ain't been having a lot of major energy to, you know, go that far in. But yeah. All right. So anybody else got any more cases? Otherwise, you know, listen, I can wrap it up. And you know, just leave it with that one case if nobody else don't have any more true crime cases for me to do. I do have one more, but I want to do that on its own video. Today I just wanted to come live and do cases with you guys, but because I know you guys sometimes will send me cases. So the ones that send me cases, though, they wind up don't being on the lives on Saturday. But I know Saturday is a rough time to do cases because people have stuff they're doing, and hopefully they're not out there protesting. Lord, please. Okay. Did you hear that they issued a warrant for? Yes. I heard about that. Ashe. Yeah. Cause see, they're gonna get their karma. So that's how that's gonna go. They're gonna get their karma. You know, that that's I hate that case. You know what I'm saying? I did a reading on her already. It's on Patreon. I don't think I never released that case over here on YouTube, but I'm not sure, Sharon. But just double check and go on Patreon and put in her name and it'll pop up. Yes, it was a shame how they did that, girl. Yes, it was. But if you go on Patreon and put search for it, I did a reading on him. It's on the big page as well. I just did a reading on R. Kelly. Well, not just did, but I did it last year sometimes. But everything was in it. It pretty much said that they was trying to get him. Yeah. Ancestor said that back last year. Yeah. Well, family, people don't be paying attention to the readings. But everything be coming out in it. Can you do one on that politician who was just murdered? Yes, I seen that. That happened today, right? Let me ask the ancestors, can I do that? That just happened. I just looked at the R. Kelly one again, and what you said is exactly what's happening now. I know. I know, Cher, it is. Exactly. And I said it in the opening before I even pulled any cards because I meditated over him. Whenever I did that reading, and I did, you know, his chart too. And yeah, everything that happened in that reading is what's happening right now to R. Kelly. Go back on the channel and go watch it, Eldra. It's on Patreon and it's on YouTube as well. I think I just opened it up to YouTube because that one I had never opened up to YouTube. It's been on Patreon since I want to say last October or so. Might have been before then. I don't know. Anyways, let me see. What's the name of okay. What's the name of the lady You got to give me the name because I don't know the lady name, Fatima. The one that you was saying that's the politician that got killed. I think her and her husband. They killed him at their home, right? And that was in Minnesota, I want to say, but I don't remember her name. He is saying that the police are working with some racist prisoners to get him. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sharon. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I heard that R. Kelly's lawyers are trying to reach on, to get a pardon. Girl, everybody trying to get a pardon right now. Yes, this the one, Tiffany. Uh-huh. It was her husband that got killed. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, hold tight. Okay. Yeah, give me the name. And I'll look at it and see what's going on with that case. Because that was something that had just happened, I want to say, right? Yeah. They said it was, and they said it was political too. That's what they say. Yeah, Answers gave me the moon energy. All right, let's see what's going on in there then, because it's something, family. Okay, ain't no telling. All right, let me unplug this so I ain't gotta keep reaching over like that, because it's getting on my nerves like that. Hopefully it's uncharged well and it won't mess it up. Sorry, family. Okay, let me make sure I got it where it ain't. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Let me fix it. The camera. Y'all know this my it's my first time doing it like this, so you gotta bear with me of doing the camera like this time. I hope y'all like it like this where it's split screen though. I'll do it like this more often for you guys so you can see me and see the cards, right? Okay, let's see. I got Lewis. Her name is Melissa Holtman. Okay. She's a state representative. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Let's do it. All right. Let's see what's going on with the situation around Melissa Holtman. Melissa Holtman ancestors that just passed on. What is the energy around Melissa Holtman? And okay. Oh, what you say? You love the double screens too? Okay, good. I'm glad y'all like it like this. That way you can see my screen, right? Ooh, okay. Non-verbal flew out before I could even do anything. Let me see something right fast, family. Hold on. Oh, okay. Okay, sorry, family. That was my pops. All right. All right, so let's bring it in. Let's go ahead and ask and see. Thank you, Fatima, for this one. Let's get to it and see what's going on with this. Melissa Holtman and Mark Holtman. They were state representatives out of Minnesota, was just murdered, I think, today. So let's see. Ancestors said move silence. You know, everything here is allegedly all for entertainment purposes only. It is running down on the screen below. Everything here is non-factual. We don't know these people. We just pulling cards with our ancestors and going from there. This was like a hit. This was like a hit, and they came in there for something specifically. Um, I seen people come in their home, black outfits. Everything here is allegedly all for entertainment only, non-factual, but they had on masks, and it looked like they was looking for something. Clarity and sisters of what we need to know of what happened with Melissa Holtman and Mark Holtman. Melissa Holtman and Mark Holtman that was assassinated in their home. Ancestors, what happened in this situation with Melissa Holtman and Mark Holtman? What happened, ancestors? Gathering. This is about a party. Yep, they're gonna assassination and they're gonna marry. Yeah, I'm gonna have to clarify this because this was some underground stuff. There's an understanding here in reference of some faulty decisions between her and her husband of what's been going or what was going on. So you see this gathering, right? This gathering is about some type of meeting or gathering, you know, between her and her husband and some other people. And like I said, in my mind's eye, when I meditated quickly, all I seen, you know, when I do that as a flash, it's like a movie screen, right? And all I could see is people coming in there. And it looked like they was trying to ramshack the house to look for something. But this could be going back to who they are. Remember, on this card, this is about a gathering, but this is also a card that talks about a party. So it may have something to do. When I get that on politicians, it makes me feel of the party that they're in. So like the Democratic or the Republican Party, right? So it may have something to do with that. But the first card out was recreational, right? So this is something that goes back to what they normally do. This is something that they normally do. They do things that are underground, family. Things that people don't know nothing about. Okay, think this underground and recreational together, the way it lay in the spread, and it's like an understanding between them. This is what the ancestors showing. Look, it's an understanding between them as a couple in reference of doing some things that they were obsessed with doing, that they ain't had no business. See, this is faulty decision making right here. And they both had an understanding. They were married and assassinated, is what the ancestors is showing. Married and assassination. And also the way I look at this also in the spread all the way across, it's something that they were doing. It's an understanding between them, you know, because they were the married couple that had this understanding about whatever this is that they knew about, had some type of information or something like that. That's underground. Underground means hidden. Not in the public, not known. Underground. Underground can be many things, and we'll clarify this, right? But they knew together. That's why they both got taken out. This was something they did that they didn't have no business doing, family. And this is when the assassination happened. Let's clarify. Ooh, okay, a card fell out. Isolated. So they wanted to get them by themselves. Okay, so that's why they probably did it while they were at home. Okay, so this is an isolated situation, something that involves them two. This was something underground. Maybe a lot of people may not have known. What, another card flew out on the floor. Looks like get away. I had to go get it. But let's clarify the spread before I go get the other card. Melissa and Mark Holtman, speak to me and tell me what is this that was going on with them in reference of this assassination. Ancestors, speak clear and concise clarity into the messages already shown for Melissa and Mark. For Melissa and Mark. Wow. 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 Everything here is allegedly all for entertainment purposes only. This is non-factual. This is all for entertainment purposes only. This is a spiritual reading. It can't be proven until it is proven. Honey, I don't have no control over what the ancestors throw out. And now y'all can actually see me here, my hands, and the table, right? So now y'all can see I don't have no ability, and I have my eyes closed, okay? But let's work through this spread, family, because the ancestors is show kicking it out, All right, let me fix the card so y'all can see what it's. Mm, 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 mm. Let me get that card off the floor over there. Hold on, family. I'm trying not to move the camera too much so y'all can't. Hold on, let me get the card that flew over there. See, that's the thing about this setup. I gotta go get the card off the floor, and it's harder for me because I got the camera squared away. Okay, so what fell out and it came out the right way was get away. So somebody might get away with this, or either they were trying to get away with something, family. They were trying to get away with something, or either somebody is going to get away with this, okay? Because look at what flew out on the floor over there. Get away. Okay? So we have, they isolated them while doing it at the house, and then they were trying to get away. So we got both of these two that flew out. So we'll put them over to the side. I'll clarify them in a few. But let's get to the spread. First card out was recreational. So in due time, this was going to happen. This was going to blow up. I knew that card was coming out. Which one? In due time, whatever this recreational situation was that they were doing, it looks like it was something on the side too. Right? Because this is something that recreation is either a recreational park, something that you like to do, you know, industry, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Fatima, you're right. Mm-hmm, sis. But the recreation is clarified with time. So for me, how I'm feeling with the ancestors is speaking to me is that whatever they were doing, they could have got some time behind it. Or either somebody else could have got some time. And it also goes back to the ancestors saying to me, the time, the timing, something about the timing of when this happened to them. Now, today is what? June the 14th, 2025. Today is the day of calling back people to the ancestors who create ancestors. Now they are ancestors. May they rest in power and in peace. But it's also a lot of things happening on today, if you notice, family, right? So you have those protests, you have these governmental parades and things for the president. And I think today is his birthday. Like, it's a lot. So time plays a part in what happened to these people too, and the dates. Okay. So I do, that's some answers just bringing to me. I don't know why, but that's what I'm feeling. Okay. So let's look at the next cards that came out to clarify. So remember that we had the understanding between them. And look, coworker. So they had an understanding with a coworker about something. Now, what did they do? They were politicians, right? Yeah. So who is this coworker they had an understanding with? And they both had the understanding, but the coworker must have something to do with the situation. And it all goes back to this industry, which is what? Politics. They sacrifice these people. The married couple is them, and they sacrifice them. This was a sacrifice hit about something that they knew or had or something of that sort. And it was about people that they worked with. We got pure coworker and industry. Oh. Affair under industry. Don't know. But I do have this. The underground and the molest. Now, remember, underground is about something that is hidden or is not known. Could even go back to underground tunnels, underground anything when it comes to politicians. And then we have the molest to come out to clarify what's underground. Ancestors said this is about taking something from other people or from someone involuntarily taking things from people underground. See? So when you do these type of things, whether it's regular molestation, whether this is, you know, regular molestation, allegedly, all for entertainment purposes only. This is non-factual. Even if you are sacrificing people underground, allegedly, because it's the same energy, because what you like to do over here recreational wise is under the spread by molest and underground. And then we have these faulty decisions that you make and the obsession of something that you are doing that ain't right. That is a hidden plan. So you've been doing something and y'all had an understanding with these coworkers, which is something around whatever you do. But guess what? They protect it. Whoever came in and did this is protected. That's why the ancestors threw this out, because they'll get away. Allegedly. Because of industry. Correct, Fatima. Correct. Absolutely. So, family, y'all already kind of see what's going on, right? We're going to pull some from the, because I don't really need to clarify that. I mean, answers gave it to us. From what I see, answers, give me a few more out of this. I ain't even going to clarify nothing, but I just want you to give me, what's the hidden plan? What's the hidden plan that was going on with this couple that wound up being assassinated today, ancestors? The hidden plan. What was the hidden plan with this co-worker? Show me in reference to Melissa Holtman and Mark Holtman, the hidden plan with this co-worker, ancestors. Crash. What else, ancestors? In the water. What else? Caretaker. Death. Okay, so somebody already had a plan playing mind games. So somebody already had a plan in reference of creating some type of crash in the water with a caretaker. Now that goes back to one of them to create or cause their death. But somebody playing mind games connected to this. Is this some type of illusion, ancestors, in reference of them making it look like they were taken out? Clarify. Clarify, ancestors. In the death. Clarifying the death. Everything here is allegedly. Clarify the death. A son. Do they have a son? Mind games. I don't know if they have children or not. I wonder, do they have a son? Let's pull some cards from here. Wow. You know, you never know with these politicians, honey. It'd be like a movie. Looking for Eldra. Okay, give me. Okay, there's no answers. Look at the first card out. Solved. Answers to say you already solved it in the first deck. Look, greed. Had their hand in the cookie jar. So are they truly gone, Melissa and Mark, or was this a facade? I have air travel, unavoidable situation. Now, why would I have air travel if they were gone? Clarity on stranger, life insurance. See that? Give me clarity in reference. Rage and anger. The truth, a weapon. Okay, so it may have been something. Ancestors is showing me some anger here and some rage with somebody that looked like this is what I seen in my mind's eye family. Remember I said they had masks on with black? This is how they look coming in there. So no, I think it really was them. It was maybe this is somebody coming in, or maybe this is where they was coming from. But there was, you know, weapons used. Ancestors said, this is the truth. Okay, let's see what else. Why is the crash in the water here and all of that? Debt. Hand tied. They were hand tied. They were hand tied. And there's evidence of that. They had some type of debt. So maybe this was something that they were going to have happen or something of that sort. Lord, please don't tell me that this has happened to a son. Also, what else, ancestors, can you tell me about them? New world order and travel in reverse. So their task didn't work out. And they were traveling as well, may have been. I'm not sure. Let's look at some of these cards and see what else can we get. Ooh, it's so much, ain't it? These dang old politicians. Melissa Horton. Yeah, they were. Contract and money. Look at the contract and look at the affluent. But that's also a jet. Okay, so when I see that, it makes me think of this air travel as well. Okay, and they are contract paperwork. So they was doing some, or may have had a contract with someone. Okay, and here's the death. Okay, so death just flew out again, and I have death that came out. Hidden and missing. Okay, now this also lets me know something is about the death is hidden and missing. What about the death is hidden and missing that you're flying out about, Melissa? And were they murdered? What about the death that is hidden for Melissa and hired? Who hired them? Who hired these people to come and do this is what ancestors are saying is the missing piece in this death with them. Crossroads in reverse, water. This was an emotional situation for somebody, and somebody couldn't make a decision about something. Melissa Hortman and Mark Hortman, ancestors, were they assassinated in their home? There's the devil, ancestors said correct. So let's see what we have. Break up with separation. So maybe they were on the verge of a divorce, and here's the home. And here's the devil. Because remember, we seen the affair earlier. Yeah, here's, okay, so somebody was going to get in some type of trouble. Locked up, and here's the home again. Mind games. I just feel like with them, they had a lot going on as usual with most politicians, right? Let's do last outcome in reference of them and see what answers is going to tell me. Oh, child. They may have been getting ready to separate or something like that. I don't know. It's so much here. What y'all think? Y'all can see the spread. 2 kids. Are you saying both a girl, a boy and a girl? Oh, a boy and a girl. And says, give me the outcome message in reference of what happened to Melissa Hortman and Mark Hortman. What happened to Melissa Hortman and Mark Hortman? Okay, thank you, Fatima. The Ace of Cups. This was about something from their past, some type of love situation, family. I feel like that it goes back to a lot that was in their past, okay? Not just about and maybe that's what it was. Maybe she had an understanding with a coworker, and he might have not known, or he may have known about this coworker or something like that. But I don't know. This one had a lot going on. It was like some affairs. It was some cheating. It was some governmental stuff going on back up in there. Some underground stuff going on. Some faulty decisions. Something about a crash and a son and all kinds of stuff. This was assassination, but I'm also getting the card about something from their past. And this is like moon energy with this love situation. Clarity on the Ace of Cups for Melissa Hortman and Mark that was assassinated. They're going to Page of Pentacles. And here is the Star, and I seen the Strength. So this is about something like, and here we are again with pentacles, money. One more. Give me one more reference of what happened to them. The Four of Swords and the Temperance, running their mouth, telling somebody about something that was going on, and it may have just brought in this devil, right? That laid them down. This was something they had going on, family. Somebody hired somebody to do this, of what we know, right? With the assassination, right? Of course. So I'm gonna leave it there. We'll tap back in or look back at it and see what comes out in the news, which we probably won't hear much about this. Not the way this came out. Okay? Not the way this came out. Somebody was enraged. This could have been back to the separation, right? Or a breakup or something like that. Because they had money. But they were in debt too. To someone, I feel. But the rage is here. And the death is here. So the death is here twice, which would signify both of them. Right. They got so much. But then when that sun came out like that in the water, I hope they ain't did nothing to the sun. A crash. It looked like. Crash in the water. Maybe they had a crash. I don't know. That was odd the way it came out. Y'all seen that? How that came out? The crash and in the water. And then what came after that? Oh, the caretaker. And then the sun. And then the death. That's interesting, family. These people have so much stuff going on, family. All we know, it is a devil that came and got them. Came to collect. Okay? So that's the energy around them. But it looks like some cheating going on. They may have been about to break up anyway. Could have been a co-worker. Could have been anything. They were sacrificed. Could have been. It was about the industry they worked in. It was a lot. It's a lot they had going on. Which, of course, like we said, most politicians, they have a lot going on any dang on way. And look, the ancestors showed us whoever it is protected with this assassination situation, right? So, in the getaway, I should have clarified that getaway. Ancestors clarify this getaway in reference to Melissa Holtman and Mark Holtman. This getaway. Clarity on the getaway. Are you saying that somebody will get away, or what is the getaway? Local. So, yeah. Okay. So, that's somebody that they know. Okay. Local to them. A coworker. Somebody local to them that they know. See that? How it came out? On that getaway? Local. Interesting. Clarify the coworker. Sorry, family. Now I'm interested to see what's gonna come out. Coworker ancestors. Clarity on the co. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. You see that? When the high shuffled and it flew out like that? You see that? Before I could even take the next. Look, the coworker sent them to the Most High because of an affair. You see that? Look, family. Came out again. Came out again, family. And look, there go the crow. There go the crow, family. That's the main reason. That's the main reason. You see that? And here go the Most High. Ancestors don't lie. And remember, the first thing out was recreational. So somebody having fun, doing what they want to do. Having fun, doing what you wanted to do. But remember, the next cards was the understanding between the married couple. So they had an understanding about some things, but some things wasn't talked about either. And this was it. This one flew out again. Okay? And the ancestors said, there's the warning. There's the crow. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. That is wow. Thank you, ancestors. Gratitude for the messages. Ancestors said they need to be investigated. Whoever this person is. Um, yeah. Okay. So, yeah. It's time to pay the piper. Yeah. That's why ancestors said it was local. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And to get away. Mm-hmm. So maybe they were trying to get in there to maybe ramshack. That's when I seen when they was coming in there, whoever this was, or maybe they sent somebody in there to do it. Right? That's why we got the hired. Right? Interesting. Thank you, Fatima, for that one. That was interesting. But they definitely was. Okay. And I hope that the next thing is not this with the son. I hope this ain't what the ancestors was saying. Or maybe this is about, could even be something in reference of the sun. Maybe, I don't know, the sun and the crash and in the water and all of that with the caretaker. It's interesting. Somebody found out the son ain't theirs or something like that. I don't know. It's multiple things that was shifting in this spread too, family. Look at, well, it definitely was the death, but we was getting other things in their personal life, you see, because this right here didn't have anything to do with that. The hidden, they were doing some stuff underground too, some making some faulty decisions. So see, that energy be shifting, telling us multiple messages in one spread. Because see, look, that's about something underground. Now, hidden could have been about the relationship that was hidden, but if you having an affair, I think you're doing that, voluntarily. Right? Fooling around. Right. Fooling, correct. Fooling around. That used to be my jam too. Okay. Cut close. Okay, girl. I know, girl. That used to be my jam. Yeah. They had that going on and they had some other stuff going on up in there. I don't know, but whoever that was looked like they were flying in because I kept getting air travel. And then it was like Esther said, it was unavoidable. It was unavoidable. And somebody got maybe right there or something about right there in the back, like in their collarbone, or got hit or something because it's hurting. All right, let me get out of the energy. Let me put some Florida water on. Is that the only one that we had left, family? Otherwise, I'm getting up off of here. Right. Consequences. Yeah, definitely is, family. Consequences when you're doing stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And especially in that type of field that they're in. Sure enough. Anybody else have any other cases? Or I'm about out of here. That was 2. So hopefully you guys, and it's been an hour. So yeah, I'll wrap it up there. Because I still have to do some videos for y'all to post, right? So I'll get to those later on, probably this afternoon. I'm gonna make me something good to eat because I am not planning on going nowhere. Okay, we're gonna chill out. And yeah, family, I think I'm done there. With those 2 cases. I don't want to overdo it today. I was gonna do one more, but I think that's enough. I better not do that with that rubber band. So that is the 2 cases. Always trying to run out on us. I know. Well, listen, I did too. So that's an hour's worth of cases, which is 2 cases. They're about 30 minutes a piece, right? So you guys have plenty of catching up to do because I put out a new one on that hit had to be worth a lot of money. Right. Yes, Tiffany. Correct. Exactly. Had to be a lot of money. Yes. Yeah, I mean, it was both of them, right? So it had to be, but they had a lot going on too, you know. So ain't no telling how that was happening. But no, family, like I was about to tell Fatima, it's some stuff on the page y'all can go and check out. Like I don't know if you've combed Patreon, but I put everything over there. And I put out a new one yesterday about Trump for today and the protests. What else did I put out? I think that was it. And I just reposted the R. Kelly one. So I think that was it. I was just trying to think of what was on the page, family, for you guys to go back and watch. Okay. So I love you guys. I am getting on up off of here and go make me something to eat, honey. And I will see you guys soon. Okay. I'm glad y'all like the new setup though. So now I know that I can do it this way and you'll be able to see the cards while you're seeing me and I'm talking to you. And you can see your messages as well on the screen. Yeah, I'll go and catch up on some. Yes, because you got a lot to catch up on. Did you ever go watch the Elvis? Did you watch the Elvis reading over there on Patreon? Because I did an Elvis reading, family, but that's on Patreon only. I don't think I'll ever put that over here. I don't know. I don't know. I might. Okay, you guys too. Enjoy the rest of your day. I appreciate you guys for being here. Much love to you. Make sure you guys, when you come in here after you see me gone, please hit the like button. That's right, Eldra. Tell them. Okay, please hit the like button on the video, please. Okay, show your girl some love. I'm trying to get back in the algorithm. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm on it. Yes. See, you got more. You got readers to see, and that Elvis reading is at least about 30, maybe 40 minutes. So yeah, you got something to watch. All right. So much love to you. I will see you guys soon. I love you guys. Please hit the like button, share if you care, and subscribe if you like the vibe, honey. Peace, family. Peace.